Hi guys, Alex here. Welcome back to Girl Talk. I've got a little bit of mess and a little bit of drama today for you guys. Today, we're going to go ahead and talk about Becky's new video, which is called Relationships Part 4. Have you guys seen the first 3 parts? Well, it's not that big of a deal. Becky has been through a lot of interesting relationships. In this video, she talks about her time with infamous YouTuber ALR and gives us some more insight on what was going on behind the scenes. A lot of people were anticipating this because she did say that she was going to talk about all of her relationships in this series. We're also going to talk about Becky's new update where she leaves things up for interpretation. We'll get there. And then we're going to talk quickly about what Amber has been up to herself and what made Amber quit her Q&A app. All that and more coming up on today's edition of Girl Talk. Let's just get right into it. Shall we? Okay, you guys, so I wanted to start off the video by talking about Becky and her new video where she discusses her relationship with Amber Lynn. The moment we've all been waiting for is here, but it might not be what you expected. So Becky has been doing this series for a while now, going back and telling details about all the relationships she has been through throughout her entire life. This is currently part 4. And I have to say, based on what I have seen, Becky has had a lot of problems in her various relationships over the years. She's dated liars and cheaters in the past. One of those women even seeing a man behind her back. There's a lot going on. I do hope that one day Becky can find someone who is good for her because that hasn't been the case so far. In this video, she starts by telling a story about a woman who just showed up without asking, just coming to Becky's front door and asking to stay for a week. This particular person did not respect Becky's boundaries. She says that after all these unfortunate relationships, it changed her. She had become much more cold and guarded. And this is before Amber Lynn. She didn't do the lovey-dovey, mushy-gushy bullshit anymore. The walls had come up, and if you listen to some of her past stories, that makes total sense. So after this last girl, Becky said that she waited 9 months before talking to another girl. This girl being none other than Miss Amber Lynn Reed. Becky states that at first she enjoyed talking to Amber Lynn. She was goofy and just a funny person. But Becky, being through what she had been through, didn't want to rush into anything with Amber. Becky mentions that this was a problem for them in the beginning of their relationship. Amber wondered why she wasn't more open and affectionate right away. We all know Amber, even to this day, has been one to rush into things. She had wifey moved in while Becky's side of the bed was still warm. Well, I don't even think they slept in the same bed at that point. I still can't get over that. Imagine Amber inviting wifey in. Welcome, welcome, wifey. So this is my dog Twinkie. This is my cat Rarity, and oh, that's my ex, Becky.
I am super excited.
Becky didn't want to get hurt like she did so many times in the past, so she had put up walls. Amber eventually asked Becky, are we going to be a thing or not? And it sparked an argument between the two. But Becky explained she did want to be with Amber, so she eventually caved and asked Amber to be her girl. At this point in the story is when Amber moves in. And based on what Becky is saying, it doesn't seem like she was ready for that step. But basically, Amber insisted. At this point in the relationship, Becky is still questioning why Amber wants to date her so bad in the first place. And just my speculation is that Amber just didn't want to be alone. She was so scared to be alone. And the same thing happened with wifey. Becky explains that she cared about Amber and she didn't want to lose her, so she went along with what Amber wanted. And I think that Becky's thought process was, maybe I'm not ready now, but this will eventually work out, maybe kind of, sort of. She had no way of knowing things would take a turn for the worse, as she has explained that these were some of the worst years of her life. Looking back at the time spent with ALR, Becky sees the relationship as a codependent friendship, with Amber fighting for control in the relationship while at the same time being bedridden. Becky admits that towards the end of the relationship, she had no qualms doing what she pleased, regardless of Amber's opinion on the matter. Go, Baxter, go. I feel like this probably has something to do with Becky seeing her family. I specifically remember Amber coming on YouTube. She clickbaited that Becky left her. This was in 2019. But really, she went to spend the weekend with her family. And Amber wanted her to stay there and take care of her, but family is important to Becky. Amber had the option to go. She's the one that chose to stay home. If you guys recall, at the same time, Amber said that she didn't want to go. I believe the reason being she wasn't able to ride in a car at the time. This was the same time she was around her highest weight, 572.4, and she couldn't ride in a vehicle for extended periods of time. She claimed that she would get too swollen. We know that Becky's mom was sick at the time, and Amber was doing some things to try to keep them apart. There were multiple times where they almost broke up. That's what Becky says, but they kept trying, although it was more of a roommate situation. She admits that she loved Amber as a person, but she was never in love with Amber. Becky's first love was the only girl that she ever truly felt that way about. She hears the rumors, she hears what Amberlynn says about her online. Specifically speaking, Amber stated that she was not heartbroken over Becky, and this part was kind of sad to me. Becky says, "Nobody was ever heartbroken over me, so why would she be any different?" Damn, has she been through some shitty ass relationships. She knows in the end that Amber was afraid of being alone, and that's why she was upset over the end of the relationship, not because she didn't have Becky specifically anymore. Amber's fear subsided as soon as she had wifey at the ready. Becky knows that Amber discusses her a lot and that people wonder why she doesn't just tell her off at this point. But Becky doesn't want the drama. She calls it stupid stuff and she does not care anymore. She's not spilling the tea. She's not going to divulge all the details, all the dirty details, or the dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
I would never.
It will just cause more drama in her life. She wants to move on and not open that can of worms on the internet. I can understand why Becky wouldn't want to put all of this online because I assume that it's not really going to be a good look for her in the end. She might have people on her side for a little bit, but is that worth it? I don't know. I guess that's up for debate. You guys let me know in the comment section down below. At the end of the video, Becky gives a very guarded update on her life. She says that something is happening and that it is good, but she is keeping it a secret because she doesn't want it to be scrutinized and end up as a headline on a reaction channel. My speculation, based on the way she is talking, is that it may be a new relationship because she says that she is not sharing it to protect someone. Again, she left it very open to interpretation, but it does make you wonder, why is she so worried about it being scrutinized? If she was with someone new, I think a lot of people would be happy for Becky moving on with someone else after her relationship with Amber. It's been almost a year now, so I wouldn't see anything wrong with that at all. I have seen some people speculating that Becky is dating Rafe, and maybe that's why she doesn't want to share it online, why she thinks it's going to be controversial in a way. It's possible. In regards to what Amberlynn is up to these days, in my most recent live stream, we took a look at her newest video, which was, of course, another day one. She's supposedly going to be doing updates, including her weight and diet. It felt more like an old video of Amber's. So I'm assuming that today she's going to upload day 2 or 3 or whatever that may be. This timeline is very confusing and nobody knows if she's still doing this project or not because the videos are a few weeks behind at least. One thing that people have been discussing is that Amber has been around 500, a little bit less than 500 for a very long time now, and the progress just hasn't been there despite how much she wants us to believe that there is progress. I'm just not seeing it. In regards to Amberlynn's Q&A app, that's where you get all the tea these days, it looks like she has rage quit. Let's take a look at these 2 questions. Will we ever meet your girlfriend? Not with the kind of people watching me, no. So it doesn't look like there's going to be a wifey reveal anytime soon, if ever. I don't see her audience changing overnight. In fact, most of them are just leaving. Someone questions Amberlynn's maturity, and that causes her to rage quit the Q&A app. Unlike you, I have 3 degrees. I'm well aware of the maturity level and emotional adaptability that a 30-year-old should have. You should have gotten help a decade ago like I did. LOL, anons can be anyone and anything, can't they? And I do not care when you got help. Everyone does it at their own pace. You cannot force someone to get help if they truly do not want it. Also, saying shit like that is going to make people my age think it is too late to get help. And it is never too late. Stop being such an ass. Wow, I need to log the F off of here. I'm actually going to sign out and take a massive break. I feel so much better when I am not surrounded by a bunch of people who just want to argue all the time. I literally never argue with anything, but then the minute I am on social media, I am treated like I am a monster and turns me into someone I don't even recognize sometimes. Like right now, it's effing wild. Go argue with someone else because I am done. So this might be the end of the tea on the Q&A app. I don't know. She'll probably be back in like a day or so. Is it a coincidence? What do you guys think? Just hours after Becky's video went live, Amber Lynn quits the Q&A app. Interesting. All right, you guys, it's our favorite time of the day, and that is, of course, comment of the day. Today's comment comes in from Girl Talk from a couple of days ago. This comment is from Danny, who says the following. Pete's moving out would be the best thing for him. It could happen in the near future. If Dee Dee kicks Natter out, Chantal would definitely get a place for/with him. I think her empath arc is just another excuse to keep in contact with him. So there have been some interesting developments on the Chantal front. People are speculating that Natter put his foot down this time. Natter is the one saying no, but it looks like Dee Dee, I don't know what's going on in her head. She could kick him out. Natter has said that nobody can kick him out, but it is her place. I don't know what's going to happen, but I could see Natter saying no unless Dee Dee kicks him out. Then he might be left with no options. And that opens the door for Chantal. All right, you guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I will, of course, catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye, guys.